Oh, Narayana. Hari Om and good evening from Cleveland. Sarva paravasham dukkham. Sarva paravasham dukkham. What this means in English is to depend on para, to depend on sarva, that is to depend not on you, is sorrow. Atma paravasham sukham. Vasham means to control. Paravasham means to be controlled or to depend on Atma. That is on oneself. That is sukha. When I depend on the lower P's, on ABC, on OET, that is sorrow. When I depend on peace, when I depend on divinity, when I depend on Om, that is joy. The definition of joy is that which ends sorrow. Think for yourselves. Have you ever had any experience that has ended sorrow? Pleasure does not end sorrow. Only joy can end sorrow. So if our sorrow is not ended, maybe we haven't experienced joy or peace, and we've only experienced other, pleasure, etc. Those people who live for pleasure can be called as kshanika vadis. Vadi means followers, and kshanika means momentarily, experience by experience. They are seeking pleasure, and pleasure only lasts one moment, so they seek it again and again and again. We are not kshanika vadis. We are not looking for that which is momentary, that which is experience-based. We are in a course to go to the deepest, which is Atma, or Ananda, that is to depend on the self, that is Sukha. In Shloka 61, the example Acharya Shankara gives how the sun and moon, the stars and lightning and fire, these are not independent sources of light. The only independent source of light is one's awareness. Deep in this shloka, we come to understand the subject-object relationship. That which is independent is the subject, and all else is dependent on the subject. We call that objects. Understood differently, awareness is a direct experience. All that is in front of awareness, the people around you, me, that is all indirect. Why experience infinity indirectly? Why focus on the watch when I can focus on the existence, the awareness, the joy, and the watch on top? Our sutra for Shloka 61 is, feel the burn. Feel the burn. This burning is not coming from outside. This burning is coming from inside. In Shloka 62, we have the famous example of this steel ball that becomes red and hot because of association with fire. And Acharya Shankara is sharing here that the association with existence awareness makes us feel like the people around us, or the animals, the plants, the stones, that they also are existence awareness, but they're not. It is only through association with my existence awareness that I'm able to experience existence awareness, not coming from outside, but coming from within. The sutra for Shloka 62, infinity glows in the dark. Infinity glows in the dark. And I had given the example last week of, if we all leave a room, can there be happiness in the room? There can't be. As soon as we come back, can there be happiness in the room? Potentially, yes. That would require us being aware of our nature. But that shows that the room is dark. I am infinite. And then we studied in Shloka 63 the idea of a mirage. We love looking at the mirage, but forget that the mirage needs a substratum. A hologram needs a base. And we talked about how when one knows a mirage, how entertaining it is. How many of you have been hypnotized before? By show of hands, you've been hypnotized. Okay. How many of you have had a lucid dream before? Where you know that you're dreaming. Okay. If we pick up on a lucid dream, when you know that you're dreaming, that dream is most fun then, isn't it? You can fly, you can swim, you can create. You can be whoever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. When I was living in Mumbai, for 4 months of mornings, I would have lucid dreams, and it was lovely because it brought so much of reality to what we're studying. That when one knows that this is all relative, how fun this becomes. The sutra for 63, evolve from sight to vision. With vision, all that you see becomes entertaining. All that you see, we know it's relative, so we treat this as relative. We continue to Shloka 64. Drishyate shruyate yad yat.
Drishyate shruyate yat yat.
Brahmanonyanna tad bhavet.
Brahmanonyanna tad bhavet.
Tatvajnana cha tad brahma.
Tatvajnana cha tad brahma.
Satchidanandam advayam.
Satchidanandam advayam.
Together. Drishyate shruyate yat tat. Brahmanonyanna tad bhavet. Tatvajnana cha tad brahma. Satchidanandam advayam. In the first line, Acharya Shankara is sharing. Drishyate, that which is seen. Shruyate, that which is heard. Yat, yat, and you have to pick up the next word. Brahmanaha, or Brahman. All that we've seen and heard is Brahman. Understanding this more related to our lives. Every experience that we've ever had or will ever have is of divinity. This moment right now is divinity. Yesterday was, tomorrow was, will be. How can it be otherwise? When there is only infinity, when there's only divinity, just because I don't know it doesn't make that finite or non-divine. We've only experienced God. Did you know, and you do know this, that you've never seen your face before? You've only seen a reflection of your face. You've never actually seen your face directly. True? And you will never see your face directly. So we're all thinking, whoa, that's fascinating. They should have TV shows about that. But think more deeply. The implication of this is, why treat your face so meaningfully? Treat your face more casually. Because that means it's open to every person's interpretation. This person says this person says this. Who's right? You've never seen your face directly, so treat your face casually. That's what I do. That's why I don't cut my hair and I don't shave. I treat my face most casually because I don't know how my face looks. Brahmanaha anyatna tad bhavet. There is only divinity. There is nothing but divinity. From light, there cannot be any presence of darkness. From the infinite, the finite cannot manifest. And if I think the finite is manifested, it's really the infinite, but I just don't experience the infinite. From the divine, we cannot have that which is not divine. This is illogical. This is irrational. There is only Brahman. There is only divinity. I'm reading Wandering in the Himalayas right now, which is a wonderful book. It is the experiences of Swami Tapovanam. He is the guru of Swami Chinmayananda. And when he looks at the trees, he sees trees that are bearing fruits, trees that are dying. He sees those with his eyes, but he's only feeling that one creator through the alive trees and the dead trees. When you and I, we see those trees, we want to throw rocks and get those fruits or kick the dead tree. But for someone who's that deep, there is only divinity. For us too, there's only divinity. We just have to go deeper, which we're trying through Atma Bodha. In the third line, Tattva Jnana, when I have knowledge of Tattva, when I have knowledge of the fundamentals, then there's only Brahma. It is not changing my prescription. This can only be felt with knowledge. Some of you have been in discourses or classes where I give this acronym of Kwa Twa. Yes? Knowledge, vision, attitude, then thoughts, words, actions. My knowledge determines my vision, my attitude, my thoughts, my words, my actions. The source of my actions is knowledge. When I have useless knowledge, my actions are useless. When I have useful knowledge, my actions become useful. In our Bhagavad Gita course this week, I talked about bringing meaning to Maya. Meaning to Maya. Maya is that which is meaningless, but if you bring meaning there, then it no longer is Maya, correct? Then that is Bhagavan. Did Hanumanji experience Maya? He did it. Kan kan me Ram hai. Every rock, every particle of dust, there is only Bhagavan Rama. Bring meaning to Maya. Be interested in school. Be interested in your profession. Be interested in your family. Be interested in development. There's no Maya then. Maya is an excuse that we keep using. That is Maya, no? Now, which is the Maya that I'm talking about? Satchidanandam Advayam. When one comes to experience existence, awareness, joy, there is Advayam, there's oneness. They become the most loving personality. The way that they love themselves, they love all. Don't pick up Advaita only in a technical way. Look at this as oneness. In oneness, there is love. There is no fear. Right now, we just completed a satsang on what next. That is a disease we go through. What next? What next? When someone has experienced oneness, there is no what next. When someone's trying to work towards being loving, what could be deeper than that? Lots and lots of people ask me, so Vivekji, what's next? Do you become a brahmachari? Do you become a swami? No, I'm working on being loving. I'm working on being. What does it have to do with me traveling here or teaching this? There is no what next. This is the deepest path all of us are on. We simply have to reach, I want to say the bottom, but here I mean Atman, that which is closest. What a great position to be in life where you're confident that you're following the final path. This is known as Kritanta. This is the end of what next, the end of becoming. The sutra for 64, being happiness is natural. Being happiness is natural. 65. Sarvagam Satchidatmanam
Sarvagam Satchidamanam
Jnana Chakshur Nirikshate
Jnana Chakshu Nirikshate
Ajnana Chakshur Neksheta
Ajnana Chakshur Niksheta
Bhasvantam Bhanum Andavat Bhasvantam Bhanum Andavat. Together. Sarvagam Satchidatmanam Jnana Chakshur Nirikshate Ajnana Chakshur Neksheta Bhasvantam Bhanum Andavat. Acharya Shankara says here, the Atman, that which is closest of the nature of Sat Chit Ananda, existence, awareness, joy, Gam has gone, Sarva, everywhere. Space is used here as the reference point. In this line, we tend to think of creation. Gone everywhere. The poster, the wall, the neighbor. What has gone everywhere in creation? The Creator. The Creator has gone everywhere. We call it creation, but this is still the Creator. And the Creator's nature is existence, awareness, joy. Making this more relative for us. Sarvagam, wherever we go. Instead of just realizing creation, where did that creation come from? Who is the creator of that creation? Sarvagam, that means not just Thursday evenings. This course is almost completed. That's why I'm smiling more. Even after this course is completed, even when we're about to die, that is the body, what should be coming out of our mouth because it's on our mind? Hey Ram, like Gandhiji. Jnana Chakshur Nirikshate, one who has Chakshu. You can call it eyes, but when you associate eyes or sight with Jnana or knowledge, it becomes vision. Nirikshate doesn't mean sight, it doesn't mean seeing, it means vision, it means experiencing. This divine eyes. These are the eyes that Prince Arjuna had. How do you get these eyes? Can an optometrist do it? An ophthalmologist must be able to facilitate these eyes. These eyes come with harmony. When there is harmony between the body and the mind and intellect, there is an alignment. There's harmony, there's an alignment, there's a magnification then. Even with the glasses I'm wearing, they put a general lens there and then they add a specific lens and they keep on creating this magnification until they finally say that these are the best glasses for you. Harmony, alignment, creates this jnana chakshu. The way that I've described this earlier is, when the body becomes calm, this helps the mind to become quiet. When the mind becomes quiet, this helps the intellect to become still. When all of these equipments, body, mind, intellect, becomes calm, quiet, still, there's less distortion. I come to have the vision and experience what actually is God's world. The language of Pujya Swami Chinmayananda, this is called intuition. When the mind and intellect come together, that is intuition or jnana chakshu. And the opposite of this, ajnana chakshu. And I don't have to describe this because this is our most intimate experience. We can write not Atma Bodha text. We can write the Sharira Bodha. This is how the body is. This is how sight is. Ajnana chakshu does not see. Na ikshate. That person does not have this vision or experience. And it's because we're identified with that which is limited. If I'm identified with that which is limited, all that I'm going to see or experience is also going to be limited. If I could show you how scratched up these glasses are, you would think that I shouldn't be driving on the road. These scratches make all of you look scratched, and particularly when I look in the mirror. So I don't see myself clearly, so I just smile and nod. I'm ready to face the day. When Vyasa is near these glasses, they're not just scratched, but they're super oily. And there's some saliva on them and various other biological products. Then I can't see anything. So on a daily basis, on multiple times a day, I have to clean my glasses. This is limited. Whatever I experience through that which is limited is also going to be limited. But if this is perfect, then my experience is going to be perfect also. And I was reading in Swami Chinmayananda's teachings, many people have made their prana as their Atma. They've taken their breath as the absolute part of who they are. And so if they identify with the breath, which is limited, they keep living a limited life, but tricking themselves into believing that this is absolute, that they're living absolutely. That is only relaxation. That is not freedom. To control the prana. The example is given in the fourth line. For someone who is blind, andavat, though the sun is shining, they think there is no light, that the sun is not shining. This is an example. Someone who's blind, subjectively, leave alone this example objectively. Someone who's blind subjectively, this is called ignorance. And one of your discussion subjects was, what is ignorance? Today I was thinking about that a lot. Ignorance is ignoring. Ignorance is ignoring. One who's ignorant about happiness, what are they doing? Ignoring happiness, isn't it? We are not ignorant about making money. We're highly focused on making money. Ignorance is ignoring. I feel that is a most practical, feeling-oriented way of understanding ignorance. Here is our sutra. Integration is insightful. Integration is insightful. The more integrated I am, the more insight I have into life, into living. Oh.